What's up, ladies and gentlemen of that humble internet? Ryan here, aka the Rhyme Man, here for another installment of Rhyme Man's Bizarre Adventures in Major Minor. Last time we were here, we had some revelations. We learned of the past between Acheron and his sister, Max. We also got stabbed in the chest. Wasn't a big fan of that one, so I've been prepping for my rematch with those twins that are fucking each other? That's not important. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. What is important is that we are... Oh, look. And Rocker was there. We're so close to that end. So it's got to be about like 5... Five. My brain short-circuited there for a second. 10 chapters to go. Let's do this. Oh yeah, we were also in a bunker. Because Acheron's pretty convinced that his master plan is foolproof, and that he's won the battle, and that we'll never see or have trouble from Max ever again. As soon as I exit, I look around. This looks like one of those bunkers that you come across on the final stages of a video game. Ooh. It doesn't look or smell any better out here. Of course, Acheron wouldn't tell us where we were. It was probably for the best anyway. Who knew how Max could be trying to track us? I turned a few corners before running into Rook. Oh boy! Hey there, Ryan. Hey there, new boy. Keel was the old boy, but he turned out to be kind of traitorous. You're the new hotness. There was old and busted, and he blew up. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm glad to see you up and about. Did Acheron give you one hell of a speech? Yeah. Apparently, if things go his way, he's going to become a new furry death god. What a world! What a multi-universe we live in. I have to say, I was definitely skeptical. But it turns out he knows what he's doing. I knew Singe was acting like a little odd lately. But I didn't know he was planning this. An international sting operation? An interdimensional sting operation? Yeah. Well, it's good to know that Max was caught. Was she? We didn't see it! But I didn't know how involved Singe was. I mean, he was playing us all along? You're right, we can never trust him again! Was there ever going to be a tour? You know what, I don't think so. Or was the whole thing just a front? So wait, there would have had to have been a tour, because I don't think Singe would have counted on Clace dying. Or maybe he did. I worked for him, and I don't even know. I knew it was Max all along, you know. Yes, okay, buddy. Okay. That's why she got the... Well, to be fair, even if he did 100% know it was her, the killer, the whole time, she did have the Waldo powers. But she threatened all your lives. I couldn't tell anyone else, or boom. Acheron's story got a little bizarre. No one else believed it but me. I got to see Max's power firsthand. I've never seen anybody move like that. A normal girl could never take me down. Behave, people. I'm sure he does plenty of squats and push-ups. Plus, she never knew things she couldn't. I won't believe it if I didn't see it. She could disappear as she saw fit. She jumped around like crazy. But she had been spying on us all along. She preyed on our weaknesses. I've never seen anybody do that before. Wow, Acheron must have told them all a lot. But it makes sense that the others wouldn't believe it. The assumption that someone can control time is crazy. Enough to simply laugh away unless you experienced it. And I heard, what Max said on the speaker. Something about you saving the world? Or did she say worlds? I can't remember. Plural. I just know that this is above me. This is above his pay grade! I'm not gonna get involved. Max just picked me because of our bond. Whatever else you have to do, I don't think it's any of my business. I'll just wait here until we can leave. Probably for the best, my boy. Probably for the best. I wonder how long we'd be here, though. Rook seems to be taking this all in stride. Well, you kinda saved my life. I'll believe anything you say after that. The previous evidence just helps support it. You've given me no reason to doubt you. If Akron was lying, you'd tell me. But so far, both stories seem to line up. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure you need to make the rounds. Why? Who else is down here? Everyone should know that you're okay. Your bond with Rook was strong enough. Last time I checked, wasn't it -1? But then again, I did save your life. I did kind of save your life, and I did kind of help, in a way, mend your relationship with Eclair. Although, I have to ask you one thing. At this point, shoot. I heard Akron say something interesting. Not that I was spying on you or anything. Sound travels down here, you know? Yeah, I believe it. I can even hear Shock talking from here. I can't. Nice save, though. He said something intriguing. You know, maybe, dude, maybe his hearing is just really good. I know my hearing freaks people out sometimes. I've heard people carry on full conversations on the other sides of a building once. Thin enough, like, if... That's why sound to me is very important in everything. In a lot of gaming experiences that you don't see me go through, I am sitting, like... off the top of my head, Heroes and Generals, for example. If I'm lying in wait, defending a point, I sit and listen. Because on a very good day, I can hear how many and from what direction. Or in War Thunder, I turn my engine off and wait. On a very, very good day, I can tell you the kind of tank about to roll around the corner. Oh, the music stopped. I didn't have to take these off. Anyway, he said something that intrigued me. He mentioned bringing people back? Something about his dead sister? He's a very serious guy, isn't he? He wouldn't make something like that up. Is there really a way to bring people back? Well, I guess when you're a furry god... I guess not the furry god, but when you're a furry god... You can probably do anything you want, almost, within... I can't even say within reason. Gods of a multi-dimensional plane? Oh, fuck. But there is also necromancy. Not that I've dabbled in that, but... I don't need to know any specifics, but he'd hardly put that out in thin air. It's true. Ekron was a very serious guy. I tell Rook that it seems like a possibility. A lot of things were still up in the air, but there were people I wanted to bring back too. So, there's a chance it's possible. I wasn't just hearing things then. Can you promise me something, Ryan? Please, bring back Keela. Even if there's just a tiny chance. I can't live knowing it was at his expense. I feel like I'm a monument to his death. I can't just walk around acting cool. It's eating away at me from the inside. You have to bring him back, Ryan. He didn't deserve to die for no reason. We all deserve better than that, you know? I will bring him back. God damn it. I will bring everyone back. I will save the multiverse. I don't care who inhabits it. Everything will be okay. We're on a goddamn motherfucking bizarre adventure to save the goddamn multiverse. We were pumped up. We were training. We're ready to take on the furry incest twins. And we will bring back we will right every wrong! Inject that tiger blood straight into my veins, bro! Let's do it! Of course I'd bring Keela back, even if he seems a little out there and kind of a bit of a traitor. Maybe, I don't know. His background story I'm obviously not gonna get, because he's kind of itty bitty pieces. Who is messaging me now? Oh, that's just work, telling us where we're meet and when. Oh god, JPY. Anyway. What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Twombly, Johnson, and Nicole, and why did they send me a friend request? No! Delete! Delete! Alright, fuck it, I'll delete you later. We're on a mission! It was one of the first things I do. There were lots of unknown variables at play. But he has my word. If it's possible, I'll do it. A ting means something decent happened. Thank you so much. I know it seems really far-fetched. In fact, this whole situation does. But maybe that's why I believe it so easily. There's a chance for us to correct mistakes. Anybody would suspend belief for that. But if you can't bring him back, maybe I can do it. Like last time. Quay? Quay? What? Fucking what? What do you mean? What? He rubs his arm nervously as he grips his tablet? It doesn't work here. You mean your internet connection? 'Cause there's probably no fucking surface down here? Okay. I thought he had like a god app or something. Woo. Yee. Woo. It's as useless as a brick. Well, bricks can be useful. Have you ever clocked a motherfucker in the side of the head with one? They have their uses. He waves his tablet around frantically. I can't even begin to imagine how he's feeling. He's addicted to that thing, but it won't really work. He'd have to be going through some sort of withdrawal. It makes me cringe just thinking about it. But it's true. Max was right all along. I waste too much time on this thing. I didn't think it was really harmful. But just look at what happened. I was clearly lying to myself. But who knows how long we'll be here. And I won't be able to use it like I want. What? Dude. What, do you have like fucking Galaga on that thing or something? So I have no idea what to feel right now. Everyone always tells me to stop. They say, what's so important on there? But I'd never tell anyone. I hid it. Max was the first to find out. And look at what she did because of it. Strapped me to a bomb. Made my past bite me. But I realized the truth that day. A lot of things just suddenly became clear. I guess that happens when you have a bomb on your fucking lap. Facing death can do that to you. They didn't ask because they wanted to know. They asked because they were concerned. What's more important than them? Why did I neglect them for my tablet? Max said you think I was a freak. Dude, whatever porn you browse through on that thing, I guarantee you I have probably seen worse. That just scared me even more. But I realized something. I have to. This tablet use doesn't affect just me. It affects everybody around me. It can hurt them more than it can hurt me. Murders and bombs are extreme, of course. But these are just physical ways to be hurt. I fear most of the damage was emotional. I started opening up to it, though. I made some real progress with Eclair. Yay! I'm even tempted to go back to the cafe chat. Cool! But that's the sad thing about this. I'm missing out on all that stuff. I could have experienced it years ago. If only I handled my grief a little better. I mean, look at Singe, barely affected. I wish I could be as calm as he always is. And shock? Well, bad example, but you get it. Yeah, shocking. I didn't handle mine like a rational guy. Yeah. Dude, if we're going to be on a charge the front lines together basis here, maybe not quite that, because you said you're sitting the rest of this out, you gotta tell me what the fuck you're talking about. Are you gonna finally tell me what's on the goddamn tablet? Are you gonna finally tell the folks at home what's on the goddamn tablet? Because honestly, my imagination's running wild, and none of it, like 98% of it is not pretty. The other 2% is mundane bullshit. I'm not sure how grief was related to tablet use. I decided that's a good question to continue with. Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, that's the thing. I've never really told anybody before. Max only knew because she was spying. I feel like I can trust you with this. I mean, I did get the bomb off your dick. It's not like any more damage could be done. We're in too deep, if you ask me. This better be the most jaw-dropping bullshit I've ever heard in this entire game. So I guess I could tell you a little bit. But let's not make a big deal out of this. I'm not pouring my heart out or anything. Let's call it Fun Facts with Rooks. If this entire game does not end on this episode, I will probably name this episode that, Rook. I'm gonna go with that. The FFWR. No judging, no laughing, just learning. Is this a challenge? 'Cause accepted. It'll make me feel better that way. That sounds like something Rook would do. He has a way of dancing around important topics, but I guess nobody likes confronting their flaws. I'm still a little hesitant. I'm about to start shaking you, boy. But I need to prove Max wrong, you know? I really don't think I'm a freak. I'm about to ask you the same question that I asked my buddy Tyler in college once. You know, when we were both in our dorm room, and we had a bunch of stuff dividing the room in half, you know, just so it was like our own personal rooms. It was privacy and shit like that. We were both standing in front of the dresser, one of the things that we were using in said divide. And I notice he's in the bottom corner of my eye. He starts extending his leg outwards past the dresser, and I'm looking at him, looking at his face, and he says, "Hey, Ryan, look down at look down at my leg and tell me what you see." And Tyler, if you're here, you probably know exactly what I'm about to say, ask Rook here. Rook is. It's the same question I asked Tyler. Is this something that's going to change our friendship forever? Okay. But there's only one way to find out. Okay. I have to start opening up to people. I have to start branching out. It'll be a useful thing to do. That is, if we ever get out of here. I shrug, but he definitely has a point. This might be a place to ponder new beginnings. We could think of ways to make our lives better. Well, I don't even know where to start. Try the beginning. So let's go right to the beginning. Sad music just kicked on. When I was younger, I had sort of a mentor. I was born to be a businessman, he'd say. I held a gift when it came to that stuff. I was good at organizing and managing, but I wasn't that great with people. It was the one thing I needed to work on. He'd help me break out of my shell, though. He taught me how to interact with people. I was never really good at social cues. Neither am I. But soon enough, I was socially adept. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I'm good at whatever I set out to do. At that point, I was good at everything. Business management, and PR. Not to mention my knack for technology. You're starting to brag. I'm gonna make a long story short here. I left America and came to Japan. It wasn't too hard to learn the language. That's how I ended up at the cafe chat. I know, it's stupid. Me at a maid cafe. But you know all about that endeavor. Akihabara had everything I wanted. People, technology, opportunity. I used my skills to find happiness. But to be honest, I was a little lonely. My mentor refused to leave America behind. We could only talk to each other online. I'd never meet him face to face again. To me, he'd just live on in my tablet. But it was better than nothing, right? Okay, I'm gonna jump to a conclusion right now. You mean to tell me your deep, dark secret is that you like to chat with your friend online? You're what you would probably say your best friend? That doesn't make you a freak, Rook. That makes you a normal person. Unless it's not. But I'll let you finish, good sir. I had popularity, I ran a maid cafe. He was more proud of me than anything. He really considered me one of his sons. I accomplished everything he dreamed of. There's no better feeling than that. For a time, everything was perfect. But we all know what that means, right? The shit will hit the fan. My shit has never stopped hitting the fan. Tragedy is always sneaking up on us. It was a freak accident that took his life. Something went wrong in an investor meeting. It took a while before the news hit me. He lost his life at an investors meeting? Could that be related to what Akron told me? I started to think he was ignoring me, because to me, he just stopped responding. But I was shocked when the truth found me. I'm not proud of what happened next. My ability to perform in the cafe suffered. Eventually, I didn't even want to go. But how could it go on without me? The truth is, it couldn't. But for some reason, I didn't care. I hid in my house and shut out the world. Okay, right now, dude, it still doesn't make you a freak. It was basically your best friend, like almost a second father, almost. It was fucking like family. Fucking like family. Oh god, no, not like the twins. Not like them, you know what I mean. And just for him to up and stop responding or talking or anything at all? Yeah, I'd imagine you start slumping into a bit of a depression. And then to find out he's fucking dead. I think you're alright. Unless you started talking to someone new that you haven't mentioned yet. I'm jumping to conclusion again. I'll let you finish. I'm not judging you. I didn't lose the challenge. I'm not judging you. All I'm saying is that it doesn't, so far through this story, it does not make you a freak. That's when my tablet use started. I knew a lot about technology. I was a genius when it came to that stuff. So I put together all my skills and... He grips his tablet even tighter, sniffling softly. I thought I could bring him back. Did you create an AI? I don't mean for real, of course. But chatting online wasn't real either. I dedicated my time to making a program. Something to keep me company, you know? Something that would let him live on. I didn't leave the house for months. I ordered all my food online. This was more important to me than anything. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? He helped me break out of my shell, and then he put me right back in it. It was such a simple program at first. It would understand small phrases, and it could give automated responses. Wait, are you... Rook, are you telling me you're the one that made that Google Talk bullshit? Oh. But that's all I really needed. It wasn't much different from before. And this time, he'd never stop responding. Gosh, I sound insane right now. As we talked, he learned more and more. But like before, he taught me too. All the information took up tons of data. So I had to store him on a cloud. I'm guessing that's why it doesn't work now. There you have it. Feel free to judge. I wanted my friend back. It's pathetic. But there's one thing you just can't deny. He helped me, like he did before. We kept talking, and I got stronger. Eventually, I could leave the house again. But by then, Cafe Chat was screwed. It seemed like they were about to close, so I really only had one choice. I sought employment immediately. That's when Singe hired me to work for him. A smart lackey, I was just what he needed. The salary is good, but not good enough. It would take years to save Cafe Chat. So I begged him for a lump sum payment. I might have pulled some strings, you know, threatening him a little. But he really did need all my skills. Eventually he caved and gave me a check. I cashed it and instantly wrote a new one. I gave it to Claire in Cafe Chat. I saved the business from bankruptcy. But it's the least I could have done. I put them there in the first place. And that's it, really. We're here today talking. I've come to terms with my mistakes. I still talk to him all the time. He gave me advice on what to say or do. But now, I think I need to do that myself. I need to face my problems head on. I can't just hide in my own fantasy. So in a way, dude, you made your own Monica. That's adorable. You don't think he made Monica's father? Did you fucking make Monica's father? I'm gonna say no. I'm going to say no. And I can hear all the people who have followed all the adventures on my channel so far, who happen to be on the creative side, just twitching violently at the possibilities. We're gonna move the fuck on. So that's what I'll do if we get out. That, and mend things with Eclair. I need to make up for what I've done. There's so much lost time to recover. He gives me a soft smile before turning away. This is where it gets awkward, right? A little bit, bro. A little bit. Tiny bit. There's a silence. You're speechless. Don't worry. I'll save you the trouble. But if I could ask you for one more favor, no eye contact for a week and we never speak of this ever again? Let's try to bring him back for real. That is, if the power exists. There's so much more I need to tell him. So much more for him to be proud about. And I'll work with you to make it happen. He walks away without another word. Well, I guess that solved the mystery of the tablet. I'm unsure what to make of the story. It's quite deep. It wasn't the best thing for him to do, of course, but all things considered, it ended up quite well. Yeah, little thumbs up. Cafe Chat was back in business. He got a new job. He was able to break out of that shell once again. I remember all the time I spent with him. I recall every moment he typed away on his tablet. All those situations were given a new meaning to me. I'd likely never look at him the same way again. So if I were to play this game again, not saying I would in my spare time to find all the other achievements and all the other possible endings. I'm not saying that's gonna fucking happen. I don't know just yet. We'll build that bridge to cross it once we get to that ravine. But I'm definitely not gonna look at him the same way again. I'm gonna be stepping off that train. It's like, oh my god, he's talking to that AI dude. But this was just the beginning. I had to let everyone else know I was okay. With that, I walk farther down the tunnel. My mind wanders to who I might run into next. Probably probably shock. I'd be shocked if I didn't. Yes! Woo! And Rocker was there. Save. Unknown where we are. Unknown. Rook's still a little upset that we weren't at the train station on time, but that wasn't my fucking fault, Rook! Shock likes us. Maybe he'll reveal to us some revelation. Keela's still dead. Rocker's still dead, but he's with us in spirit. Acheron still likes us, and that's probably good to have a furry god on our side. In Newbie's affection, he's still in the good, the little runt. We're gonna help him grow. We're gonna help that little fucker grow up to something hardcore and be big and strong. We gotta work on him a lot, though. And we got 11 true ending flags. Alright. This went on for over half an hour. The possibility of another super long chapter. On the possibility. And I don't want this to be like an hour and a half, 2-hour episode. I will end things here. With maybe a small sneak peek at what could be around the corner. Ooh, new art. I walk deeper into the bunker. I'm more confused. I'm going to skip around a little bit until I know who we're going to be talking to next. And my hands won't stop waving around. I can't help it. I'm like half a fucking Italian. I talk with my hands. Who's around the corner? Who are we going to run to? I was right! Woo! Called it! On that lovely note, I will probably end things here. I have other stuff that I'm probably going to be recording. Enough finger bangs. Stop with the finger bangs. If you enjoy the spout of insanity that was this episode and whatever spewed out of my mouth, you know that deal. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Of course, that implies you jumped in at like episode what? I don't remember. Start at the beginning. Subscribe to the channel, then start at the beginning. Tell me when you've caught back up. Also, down in the description box below, you're going to find the links for all the goodness. Links to get to the Facebook. Links to get to the Discord. And on that lovely note, I want all you guys to stay awesome out there. Adios.